Hey everyone, it's Alicia with Twisted Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to do another pick a card reading. This reading is entitled, Who is in Love with You? I picked some cards that can tell you a little bit about your connection, who's in love with you, what they might look like, or astrological signs that they might be, things like that. Remember, this is a general reading. It will, and I say it will, not resonate with everybody. So make sure that if you pick a pile and it just doesn't, you're not vibing with it, you're not feeling it, it's not resonating with you, then pick another pile. That it could be why. It could just be that pile's not for you. But if it does resonate, that's wonderful. Thank you everyone for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your comments, your donations. Very wonderful energy. I love y'all on my channel so much, and your support is amazing. Thank you for those of you that have stuck with me from the very beginning. And for those of you that are new, that's wonderful. Thank you. Welcome to my channel. I hope that I can give you a wonderful, amazing reading. Okay, so we have 4 different piles here. Before that, if you like a personal reading from me that resonates, or you like my energy, or just in general, you need some more clarification on this type of reading or on your situation, the link is in the description box below, and it will take you to my Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram. That link is below as well. Let's see. Okay, so we have 4 piles here. The first pile is rose quartz. The second pile is a howlite stone. It's a, there's gray lines in there. It's very beautiful. It's a howlite heart. The third is a moonstone. And we have tumbled leopardite. Okay, so choose your crystal or stone that you are feeling drawn to. Take a moment to kind of quiet your mind. Think of the person that you, I guess you don't think of a person, just think of, or if you have a person in mind, maybe you can focus on that. That's fine. If you want to, I guess you could. But just quiet your mind and be open to whatever spirit has to give you with no expectations. And let's see who's in love with you. All right. So we're going to chime my chime, clear out the energy. My beautiful best friend, Renee, gave this to me as a gift, and it is so beautiful, and I love it so much. And we're going to go ahead and clear that energy with it, okay? All right. So as I chime it, one of the things I recommend doing is just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, release expectations. Let yourself be open to the messages the divine has for you. All right. Wonderful energy. I love that. All right, so we'll start with pile number 1 if you chose the rose quartz. All right, so who is in love with you? Okay, this is a beautiful pile, beautiful pile. I'm going to move this up a little bit here so we have some more room. All right, so the zodiac signs you could be dealing with that may be in love with you, we have Virgo. Beautiful. And we have Taurus. Okay, so earth signs here, or they may have this in their chart somewhere, so that's very possible. The signs don't have to match. If the rest fits, that's great. Remember, take what resonates and please leave the rest. It may be a message for someone else and not for you. But some of it may resonate, all of it may resonate, parts of it may resonate, none of it may resonate. Okay, so I'm very drawn to the fact that this is probably someone in the past that may have rejected you, or there may have been some rejection in the connection, because it says this rejection is actually divine protection. So they may be or may have rejected this connection before, okay? But they know that this is true love, and you know this is true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional, and they're in love with you. So you can reject this. They can reject you all they want. It's still true love, okay? So they can reject true love. And some people do, especially if you're in separation, you're in a twin flame relationship, or you're just maybe situations make it so that this person had to kind of walk away at some point or reject this love. But they know it's true love. So, whatever, they can reject it all they want. It's still true love, okay? And the divine is asking them to surrender to this connection too. It says, at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. It may be that they needed to surrender some old patterns, habits, a person, and that's possibly why that they may have been rejecting this connection in the past, is because they weren't willing to surrender to this true love for some reason, okay? But the divine is saying, listen, sometimes, and they may be holding on to old things that can no longer be brought into your situation. And so that's something they need to get rid of, okay? And that goes really well with death to the old here. So we've got the number 13, so that boils down to the number 4, which is about stability. It's about grounding a situation. So it's possible that they needed to put some old patterns to rest. For a lot of them, for some of you, this person needed to put things to rest that were in their past habits. It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be some type of addiction, it could be codependency. Some type of pattern needs to be put to rest. And I think they're trying to do that. They're trying to tell you, hey, I'm trying to put this to rest. I'm trying to out with the old, in with the new. And it's possible that they were involved with someone else. For some of you, not all of you, please don't take this if it doesn't resonate with you, but that they needed to get rid of that relationship, or they needed to step away from it, or end it, or get rid of something that no longer serves them, okay? That was toxic. It was toxic here. Very toxic energy is what I'm feeling too. Okay? And it says maybe we're just too different. So this person wants to tell you that maybe they feel like that was part of the rejection, is they felt like maybe you guys were just too different in the connection. So they weren't sure, maybe our beliefs are different, and maybe the way we see things is just too different for them. Okay, so that could be an issue. And is it possible to forgive and forget? So they want your forgiveness, okay? So they really may have messed up this connection or done something kind of stupid or whatever, and they're like, can I get your forgiveness? Can you forgive? Can you possibly forgive and forget? Or try to, if I asked for this, would you be willing to do that? So it's possible they want forgiveness for their rejection of this connection, okay? And then we have express your love. Okay, so this person wants to express their love to you, or you want that. So it says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, one or both of you is like trying to figure out a way to express your love to the other one. So, and it's true love here. So expressing it is like, maybe it's hard for this person to express that to you, or they never said that to you, but they did feel it, okay? And that's something that maybe they want to do now, okay? Or maybe they can when they put death to the old, okay? And something to do with money here. So it's very possible this person's very focused on money or material things. That could also have been an issue in the connection. But maybe they want to tell you that it had something to do with finances too, as far as like if you guys are not together with this person, they may be very focused on, again, making that money, building themselves up in the material world, maybe being good enough for you in the material world, is for what I'm hearing for some of you. And then maybe they feel like money is a romantic gesture, and the way that they express their love to you in the past, or if they do, currently express their love to you and you're not in separation, they do it with money. They may buy you things. They may want to take you on trips. They may want to, that may be their love language. A lot of people don't understand that there are different love languages. Love languages can go from physical touch, to actual gifts. Like mine is gifts. I like to give my friends and family gifts because it makes me feel so good, and I love being able to give to people. And when I see their faces, it's just like, woo, like that's a huge thing for me. So one of my love languages does revolve around money, and it is not to get you to love me or anything like that. And some people do use it like that. Not saying you guys do, but that is a thing. But it may have seemed manipulative in the past, okay? Because they were like, your love languages may be different. And so realizing that their love language may be trying to spoil you with material things was just the way they showed you how they loved you, okay? So even if they didn't say it, they may have been showing it that way. So one of the traits that this person could have, these are... Caroline missed their archetype cards. So this is the light attribute of the priest, okay? So this person that you're asking about, male or female, may be in the church. They may be a pastor. They may do something. They may sing in the choir. They may be very involved in religious aspects, okay, so of their life. So that for some of you, that's a big thing. They also may be African American. They could be Indian. I'm picking that up strongly from this card. But they also, it doesn't matter about skin color or anything like that. That's just what I'm feeling for some of you. But their light attribute is they facilitate spiritual commitments. So they're committed spiritually to something, or or God, or whatever you want to call it. And they serve as a channel of spiritual energy. So this person has a lot of spiritual energy that they try to channel into their lives. And it's possibly very important for them to stay along their spiritual path. Okay, so that may be very relevant for a lot of you that are asking about this person. Okay, they may have those attributes, okay? So, and they may be very active in their spiritual community or whatever they find to be spiritual to them, okay? And this is beautiful. We have the number 28 right here that may be relevant to some of you. It could be an age, could be a date. That boils down to 10 or the number 1 here. So we have the union of hearts, and it says, there is a connection of love that defies explanation. Listen, true love. This is a connection of love that defies all explanation. So you may not be able to put into words the way you feel for each other. They may have a hard time doing that. You may have a hard time doing that. But it's still there. So, and they want to be in union with you. They want to be with you. They want to be loving you. They want to be together with you. They want this beautiful spiritual union with you. So no matter what they show you in the 3D or whatever, and whatever crap they have put you through, especially this rejection card, for if that applies to you, that doesn't matter. Their soul knows that you guys are meant to be in union, okay, with each other. So it's very beautiful energy here. And it defies explanation because it doesn't need any explanation, because it is. The epitome of love is hard for us to define. We try to define it by poetry and our words, and we try to express it in any way that we can. And so this person may have literally been expressing it through money, or it's very important to them. And they may be trying to put an end to, if they realize that maybe money was holding them back, or the way they viewed material things, they're trying to put an end to that for some of you watching. So that's interesting here. And this, maybe we're just too different. It could be spiritual beliefs are different between the two of you as well, or just some fundamental values that you guys hold maybe are different for some of you, okay? Or what you find important too. Like it said, here, death to the old, and I was talking about love languages. So it could be that those love languages are just different, and they're trying to figure out how to, sometimes opposites attract though. That's very relevant for a lot of you. So I hope this really helped. Listen, this person loves you. They do. They know that this is true love. They may be rejecting it in any way possible or running from it, but they know, okay? And they do want to express it, okay? And they do want to express it to you. And you maybe are like, come on, express your love, which makes sense. So yeah, but this person very much in love with you. Could be a Virgo or Taurus, or they could have that in their chart. So very beautiful energy. I love that. Very cool. All right. Well, comment. Let me know below. I'm very interested. Could also be dealing with a Scorpio here. We have the Scorpionic energy of feeling that as well. All right. Yeah. Look at that. Very beautiful. All right. Let's see. We're at 1510. We'll do 1511. Okay. All right. So if you chose the Howlite pile number 2, the Howlite Heart, this is your reading. Who is in love with you? Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So right off the bat, if you chose this pile and you know about twin flames and you've watched my channel, you have someone who is your twin who is in love with you. Your twin flame, your passion ignites. This doesn't have to be just this person being a twin flame. However, for those of you that are on a twin flame journey, they're saying your twin loves you. I mean, bar none. Hello. Very cool. It says your passion ignites. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And this person may be younger than you, maybe a young male, because we have that card that came out here. So they could look like this: brown hair, blue eyes. It doesn't have to be, or blue-green eyes. It's definitely what is coming through very strongly here for this card, especially because this person looks like this. But it doesn't have to be. They could look like anything. It's just a young energy here. So they could be younger than you. Okay. Excuse me. And the signs that came out for this pile, we have Gemini. So they may have Gemini. They may be a Gemini or have Gemini in their chart. And we also have Pisces. Okay. So it could be dealing with a Gemini or a Pisces. One of these is in love with you. Okay. And this person is going through some drastic changes in their lives right now. That's what they want to tell you. Number 16, that could be relevant. Gosh, this person could be very young, could be 16. And that boils down to number 7, which is the spiritual number. So this person is going through some spiritual changes in their life. They're going through some drastic changes in their life. They could be moving. They could be dealing with some heavy things right now. So, and this person probably been deceptive in the past to you, or there's some deception going on. So someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So there may be someone involved in a third-party situation. There may be some deception here for some of you. And listen, if you're asking about a twin flame and you're in separation, there's always going to be third parties. There's going to be outside influences, which are considered third parties. It doesn't actually have to just be, a lover, which everybody kind of, gets upset about. And I understand that, but it's very possible that in this situation, there's 3 people involved here. Okay. So there's 3 people on this card. Okay. So it doesn't have to be. If that doesn't apply, then just ignore that. But it's very possible that in the past and even currently, there's some type of deception going on in the connection here. So somebody's not being forthright about something. Could be that they are dealing with other people that it's keeping them from your connection. And these drastic changes in their lives right now, they may not be telling you about them. They may be lying about some of this because it's easier for them to not have to tell you what's really going on. Maybe they don't want to burden you with what is happening. But there's some type of deception here. It doesn't have to be, to hurt you. It could be, but it doesn't always have to be. It could be just to protect you as well. Not saying that it's okay, but it's very possible that there's definitely some type of either deception around this person, so they may be dealing with deceptive people, or they're being deceptive in the connection. But this person, they, like I said, this is about who loves you. This person is obsessed with you. This is obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. Not surprising because we got the twin flame here. So if you're dealing with the twin flame, that is definitely a part of twin flame connections. The obsessive thoughts are a factor in twin flame connections. And even if you're not dealing with a twin flame, this person thinks about you obsessively. You are on their mind, this connection. They think about it all the time, day, night, whatever. You can bet this person is checking your social media, checking your Facebook, all that stuff. Has possibly stalking you a little bit. Hold on. Come on, babe. Come on, babe. Okay. All right. So, they also want to tell you that your intensity frightens and allures me all at the same time. So your intensity frightens them and allures them all at the same time. And that is a big deal when it comes to if you're dealing with a twin flame situation. For those of you that pick this pile that you understand that that is a runner-chaser dynamic here, and that they want that each person in the connection is very frightened by it as well. They can get very fearful of it because of how deep it is, how spiritual it is, how intense it is, how obsessive it can be. So, but your intensity and allures them, and they want to come near you, but it also frightens them at the same time. So they want you to know that it's like this push, pull, come, go, in, out type of feeling is, what I'm getting. Okay, and some of the traits of this person, beyond that they could be a young male, could be a twin flame here, could be some deception here, and they're definitely going through some big changes right now. But we have these Archetype Cards by Carolyn Miss, and it was reversed. So it's an upright. Upright is called the Mentor, and it is still, there's a light attribute and a shadow attribute. So the shadow attribute says, inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. So what I'm feeling for that card here is that this person may be not knowing what path they want to take, not knowing what they really want out of life, possibly because they're still young, okay, if it's a younger energy from you. They may not be willing to learn right now, or they may be stubborn. Yeah, I'm getting stubborn here. I'm also getting Taurus in this pile for some reason. So they just said it in my head, Taurus. Okay, so, but I'm getting kind of a stubborn energy that doesn't want to learn from their mistakes maybe, and they aren't willing to go from the student to the master. So, and it could be because of age, especially if you're dealing with a young twin flame situation, which twin flames can be anywhere from 10 to 15, sometimes 20 years younger in age. And vice versa, there could be someone who's a lot older as well, and then there's the younger counterpart, because our souls don't discriminate when we are born into the bodies we're born into, or our souls are put into that body. So that is what I'm feeling here for, that they still need more instruction. They still need to be able to take criticism. They still need to be able to have mature conversations. And they may be kind of this person who just ghosts as well. So if that makes sense for some of you, that could be a situation where they were just like, they kind of come around and then they go, and then they come around and they go. And that's definitely part of a twin flame dynamic. But again, for those of you that are just dealing with either a karmic or a soulmate or whatever, this person has a lot to learn. Okay, so again, and that could come with age, because they definitely feel like a stubborn energy and then they may be imparting false information to someone else. Like I feel like there's this deception and this card kind of go together. So this person may be lying to themselves about this connection too. So they may be being like, I'm crazy. This isn't real. And I don't know what to do with it because I'm still super young and immature. So it's very possible for some of you that are dealing with someone like that, it's possible. And it doesn't have to be actual age. It is a mental and emotional maturity. So you could be dealing with I've dealt with all different types of ages of men, and I've dealt with some that are, 35 and act like they're 5, and 45 and acted like they're 7. Like literally it doesn't necessarily mean just actually that person is age-wise. It could be emotional maturity. They need to grow more. Okay. So for them to kind of get out of this deception as well, and to kind of, they may not be coming towards you as well because of course they love you, but they feel like there's just too much going on. There's too many changes going on in this person's life. Okay. And for some reason they may be being deceitful because of it, or have deceitful people around them. Okay. And listen, it says actions speak loudly. So this person is going to be watching your actions and how they reflect the situation. They may be also, let's see, we've got Gemini, we've got air here. So they're all about actions. They know that when a Gemini is excuse me, I'm sorry. When Gemini is in a relationship or in a friendship or when they love you, they are looking for action. And they're the ones that will be giving the action. And they will also be watching your actions, not just your words. And they see if you can back that up. And so what they're saying is that for this person is that your actions have to speak louder than the words that you say to them, because that's more important. They're going to be looking at that more than anything in this connection. And you may be thinking that same thing, like, hey, yeah, they need to take action. If they love me, why the hell are they not taking any action? That's very true. So it's almost like that's their advice, for this pile as well. That's this young male's advice, or whoever you're dealing with, to, actions speak louder than words. So you can talk all you want, but I'm waiting to see what you actually do. So it says here, express your love through your actions. So if you want, they need to express their love to you through their actions, and they know that. And you can do the same, especially with twin flames, because you're mirroring each other. So your energy and your intentions towards them will be mirrored back. Okay, so if you're in a good headspace and positive and whatever, more than likely that will be mirrored back to you. Okay, and those actions that you show them you love them, and you are consistent. That's something especially a Gemini needs, and Pisces needs that too. We will see through you in a second. We can listen to your words all day, but if you're not actually showing us anything, we just swim the fuck away. So just to let you know. All right, guys, so that's who's in love with you. Oh my gosh, that's really beautiful. Well, it's got some issues, but it's still beautiful, and the fact that you've got a twin flame that I can confirm. Hell yes, this person loves you. If you're not dealing with a twin flame, doesn't matter. This person loves you, and they're obsessed with you. So woo! I know you're probably jumping up and down about that card, and I'm sure there's definitely some energy here that requires a little bit of, like I said, maturity, growing up as well. And this deception for sure needs to, and the false masks, and we all kind of, when we're dealing with twin flames, y'all know that how I feel about, when we talk about twin flames, and everybody has their own opinion about them. My opinion is that I come from a psychology background. So in order to see people for who they really are, you cannot discount a twin flame from being a narcissist, or being having bipolar disorder, or borderline personality, or OCD, or having anxiety, or being human. That's not possible. We talk about a divine masculine. Now, a divine masculine for sure in a twin flame connection is someone who has spiritually grown, who is emotionally and physically, mentally, everything matured, okay? That's a divine masculine, not just in age, but all those things. And so at any time, you could be dealing with a twin flame who is narcissistic, who is psychopathic, who is sociopathic, because that's human nature. We are not exempt from human nature. We're not exempt from trauma. We're not exempt from the way our parents raised us. We're not exempt from all those things. We're not exempt from all the things that create personality disorders and issues like that. So you can disagree with me all you want. Other channels have said, oh, only a divine masculine and he would never, blah, 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 blah. Yes, a divine masculine would never. However, if a twin flame is not at that level, doesn't mean they're not your divine masculine. Doesn't mean they're not your twin. Okay? So anyways, rant over. All right. Thank you, pile number 2. I hope this resonated. Please like, share, subscribe. If you want a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. All right, guys. Let's see. Where did we end there? 28:48. All right. Okie dokie. All right. We got Moonstone is for pile number 3. So Moonstone. All right, who loves you? This is so beautiful. I love this Moonstone. It's like a peach one. I think they call it something specific, but I can't remember. All right, who is in love with you? Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right. So Who's in love with you? We have another pile, kind of like pile number 2. You might want to watch pile number 2. If you resonate with this pile, it's possible that it'll apply to you. Doesn't have to. We have zodiac signs. You could be dealing with somebody who loves you. You could be dealing with a Cancer or an Aries, or they could have this in their chart. Okay. Doesn't have to be. If it doesn't apply, remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay. I'm finding that this card is real relevant here. So who's in love with you? Twin flame. Hello. This person is your mirror soul and sacred counterpart. Yes, absolutely. So for some of you watching, you know this person is your twin flame. You're sure of it and you're aware of it, okay? And they know it too, okay? It's very possible. Or they're about ready to know it because judgment is here to tell them. This is the number 20. Could be an age, could be a date. Boils down to the number 2. All about balance. It's all about partnerships in any way, shape, or form, communication, things like that. So judgment to me in this deck is also like they're having to atone for what they've done in the past. They're being woken up. They're being awakened as a twin. They're also maybe want a second chance with you because that's also what judgment means, like in a traditional tarot deck. So intuitively, I'm feeling that this is a lot of different things. There's a lot of different messages here. It's possible that they're getting their karma. And the reason I say this, karma's right here. It says, hey, I'm back. Remember when you messed up, or, you know, here's what happened, and I'm just here to kick your ass. So that's what's happening here with this karma card and this judgment. They're really going through a hard time because karma's like, boop, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, you thought you were good? No. Watch me. Yeah. And judgment's here to say, listen, you're not going to be able to get away with not taking responsibility for what you've done in this connection. And wake up. Like that door is like, go through this little door right here. You know, this little teeny tiny door. Well, it's not teeny tiny, it's kind of big. But it's like, go through this door. You know that enlightenment is waiting for you. You know that if you're that you got to atone for your sins, that judgments come down on you, that if you've done some shitty stuff to your twin, karma's here to tell you, what? Don't do that. Don't do that. All right? And they're like, because you're going to pay for it. Okay? Here's what's happening. And they may be really going through that right now. Okay? So if you think this person just kind of la-di-da-di-da, no. They're definitely going through a harsh awakening for a lot of them. Okay? And we have time. And it says, you're trying too hard, give it time. Okay? So this person wants to tell you either that, you know, they just need some more time, okay? And if you're trying to make this connection work right now and rush it and whatever, or because you know it, you're like, oh my God, you're my twin flame, I know it, we got to be together. You know, here's the thing, that may be making them run from you. For some of you, you could be asking about a runner that's in love with you, and they're saying, give it some time, like. They know they love you and they know that, but they need more time. And so trying to make the connection go quicker or rushing it or something along those lines, they're saying, hey, give me some time. Okay, give me some time, especially with this karma and this judgment. They need some time to kind of figure their shit out, okay? And they want you to free yourself from this connection. So it's possible that you feel trapped in this connection. You feel trapped because a lot of us do in a twin flame connection. We feel like we go round and round in circles, runner chaser type of dynamic, or just in general. It's like feeling trapped because we are so focused on this person and not actually ourselves. So it says it's time to take back control of your life. So they want you to focus on you, okay? So at this time, this person needs some time to focus on them, and you need time to focus on you, and they want you to kind of step back from this connection. And you always can. Like, a twin flame journey isn't always easy, and there's times when I myself on my own journey have to check out, go my own way, and just relax for a little bit and just kind of do my own thing and not put so much time and effort into it and just work on my own shit. And so they basically want you to know that is one way. That's the advice for this. This person loves you, but they need to feel free in this connection, and you need to feel free as well. And you can always hop off the journey and get right back on. It's not going anywhere. Your twin's not going anywhere. You're still always going to be connected in the 5D no matter what happens to your 3D body, okay, guys? And you've been connected in other lifetimes, and you'll continue to be connected in lifetimes to come, okay? And even if you're not dealing with a twin flame, it's just saying that it's time to take back control of your life and to focus on you and to free yourself from feeling like you're trapped in this situation with this person. And they may feel trapped as well. They may be trying to take control of their own life, and they're trying to do so, because they've made some bad choices. I could feel they've made some bad choices here. I'm just saying. And we have children here that is relevant. So you may have children. They may have children. You may have children together. Okay. So it's very possible that children is a factor in this relationship. It is either affecting it in a positive way or a negative way. And that being said, is like certain situations where you have children involved, you have to think of them first, and you can't always involve yourself with other people that may not be on that same path as you or may not be good for you. So it's like protecting your children. So for some of you, that's a big deal. Or some of you, it just has to do with the fact that you want children with this person, or they want children with you. Or you both have children, or one of you has children, and it affects the relationship. It affects all of that. We all know it's all good. It sometimes can be stressful, of course. So that's definitely an issue here, is children. And by issue, I don't mean it a bad thing. Sometimes it can be because, maybe somebody doesn't want children. That's also an issue. That can also be an issue, or doesn't want to be involved with someone who does have children. So just in general, this could affect the relationship positively or negatively. And it's all about how you see it. It's all about perspective too. And the next card, and the reason why I say this person messed up hardcore with this judgment, is the grass wasn't greener on the other side. They want to tell you that. They may have, be messing around with other people, or trying to, leave this connection and do whatever they're doing. And they realized, nope, sorry, not greener on the other side. Whatever they went to, or whatever they chose over you, or whatever bullshit they put you through, and they thought, oh, it's cool, I'll just go out and look around and see what's out there, or whatever, whether it's another person or a job or whatever. Didn't work out for them. Did not work out for them. So, you know what? And that's why karma's here to say, oh yeah, you thought the grass was greener on the other side? Oh yeah, buddy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Excuse me. And then we have these archetype cards, and this is the Seeker, and it's reversed. So it has, this is by Caroline Miss, and so it has a light attribute and a shadow attribute to the card. So good and bad, technically, type of energy here. So the shadow attribute is inability to commit to a path once found. Yeah, exactly. This person is unable at this time to commit to a path, or they weren't able to at the time. Whether they love you or not, they were not able to commit to a specific path, okay? But Judgment's here to tell them, hey, whatever you thought, whatever path you, like you're trying out and all this stuff that you're doing, it's not working out, okay? The grass isn't greener on the other side. You need to commit to a path and stick with it, okay? So they're almost saying, like I said, you could get on and off this journey at any time. I think the divine wants them to get on this twin flame journey if you're dealing with a twin, or they want them to figure out what their path is, and that may be why they can't come towards you at this time if you guys are in separation, or if you're just asking about someone that you're not with at this time. The reason is this person still needs to find their path. They still need to figure out how to commit to something and stick with it, okay? And that's for some of you, because that's what's coming out real big time here. And we have get to know each other, which is such a beautiful energy. Look at that. It's like a king and a queen, and the Cancer energy is very beautiful here. So this person is just very, water signs are very sensitive. They're very fantastical, magical creatures. So that's this energy here is like, or this Aries, because Aries is like the king and queen of the zodiacs. I don't care what anybody says. That's my take on it. That they want you to get to know each other. Okay, take your time here. Take your time to get to know this person, and the love will deepen. The love will grow. Okay, and it may just take some time. this person may have a lot of growing to do. You may have a lot of growing to do. But it says here, learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. And so that may be one of the problems within the relationship originally, is not meeting each other's needs. And we have the number 44, so that could be relevant to some of you. That's all about stability. That's all about coming together, union, twin flames. You got 1111. Anything 22, 33, 44. I always see those synchronicities within twin flame connections. And you can look that up as well, see what it means to you. That's just some of the messages. But yeah, they want you to get to know each other, okay? So really take your time within this connection. If it's something that you're, I know if you're in separation, obviously some of you are not able to do that. But if you are able to be with this person, or one way to kind of get this person to kind of come back around to you is to free yourself from feeling like you are trapped in this situation and to give it time. Okay, so just take your time with this person. That's what they need. That's what this connection needs, and just get to know each other. So very beautiful, especially for the relationship to grow. It says learning to meet another's need. Okay, so finding out what their needs are as well, and communication, open communication is going to be really important to this connection right here, is to have those conversations and say, hey, what do you need? Here's what I need. And compromise is going to be big, especially with this Judgment card here. It may take some compromise here because there may be a lot going on within the connection that requires, especially with the children and the karma and some type of issues that just need some time. Okay, just need a little bit more time, and y'all need to get to know each other a little bit more. Okay, for this connection. So maybe rather new for some of you. Could be a new love. It could be someone you just met and you're trying to figure things out with them. And if this person is not talking to you right now, just know, or if you're in no communication or low communication, the reason is because they're going through some hardcore issues in their life. They could even be going through legal issues with that Judgment card here. They could be going through custody issues with children as well. They could have 3 children. It doesn't have to be. That could be for someone. Just maybe 1 or 2, But you know what, guys? Listen. Boom. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. Never is. I mean, when you connect with a twin flame, for those of you that came to this pile for a twin, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. That's my person. I want my person. I need my person. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment below. I love your comments. I love your feedback. If you would like a personal reading or to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, the links are in the description box below. All right. Wow, that was so cool. Very nice. Okay. All right, pile number 4. If you chose the Tumbled Leopardite, this is who is in love with you. Okay, very cool. Okay, so signs that we have of the person that you could be dealing with who's in love with you. We have Capricorn. And we have Aquarius. All right. Now, they could have this in their chart. They don't actually have to have this as their sun sign. They could have placement of this as well. So keep that in mind. And if those don't apply, they don't apply. But let's see what we have here. So the first card I'm drawn to is romance. So Cupid's arrow strikes. It's so beautiful. Saldy, shh. So there's romance here. This person obviously is in love with you, but it's like Cupid's arrow struck them and they were just like, oh my God, you're my person. Like I look at you and I'm just like, holy crap. Like it was like love at first sight for a lot of you. So that's very beautiful. And that, they feel that way for you. Like Cupid's arrow has struck them and they are like love struck when it comes to you. And your beauty still moves me. So they are love struck. They are looking at you like, they're like, oh my gosh, you're like so beautiful. Like how, even if you're a man asking for a woman, doesn't matter. This person finds you beautiful, handsome, whatever you want to call it, and it moves them like almost to tears, or just they stare at your pictures. I don't mean in a creepy way, but they're just like, oh my gosh, she's just breathtaking, or he's just so handsome, and it's just like, wow. And they want to take a leap of faith on this relationship, and it's telling them, and it's safe to make the move you're considering. So I feel like this is a message. They're saying, I want to take a leap of faith on this. Like, I love you, but I'm just trying to figure out maybe if it's safe to make this to take this leap of faith towards you. And you may be wondering too, like, is it safe for me to kind of go towards this relationship? Like, is this going to be okay? Like, can I go towards this? And Spirit is saying absolutely. So it is safe to make the move you're considering. So if you want to tell this person that you love them, I'm hearing that, of course, they love you too. So that may be the move that they're trying to figure out, whether to tell you or to get into this relationship with you, or you're trying to consider getting in a relationship with them. So they're saying, hey, it's safe. And this may be a person that you're just dating, okay? So you guys just may be going out, having fun. You may have just started dating, or it may be a new love here, especially with the dating cards. So, and they like to date you, even if it's someone that you may be casually dating them or whatever, or it may be just kind of like, just kind of a, you're not sure what it is yet type of energy, what it will be, but this person wants to take a leap of faith into this connection with you. And so you may just be dating this person right now. So for some of you, it's just casual, kind of seeing if things are going to, where they're going to go. And then we have the number 32, and it's called the burnout card. So 32 may be relevant, maybe in age, maybe something, and of course we have 5 here, so it's big changes, and it says, this is all new to me and I'm feeling overwhelmed. So they want to tell you that this connection overwhelms them. It's very new to them, and they're, this romance, this the way they feel about you is just kind of like bam, like, but it's caused them to feel overwhelmed, and so they may be withdrawing at this time. So keep in mind that this person may be burning themselves out, especially if they've got a lot of commitments in their life here that they're trying to balance, okay? One of the other cards here that sticks out is this religious factors. Okay, so it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So it's very possible that you two are from different religious backgrounds, and that may be affecting the connection. They may be on one path, you may be on another path as well, because it's a spiritual path here. So it's very possible that you're kind of trying to figure out how these blend with each other, okay? So this person may be very religious, okay? Or they see you as that way, and they're trying to figure out how to, because there's a difference between those that, go to church and are very much into a specific religion, and those that are just spiritual. And so that may be a possibility that you're from different backgrounds like that, or those factors just in general kind of influence the situation for better or for worse. It just says it's being influenced by. It doesn't say good or bad necessarily, but it could be an underlying factor within the connection, okay? And this is so pretty. This listen with your heart card. So the number 1, it's almost like listening with your intuition, or letting your heart guide you in this connection. I feel like it's a very spiritual connection for a lot of you. And this religious factors may be even saying that too. It may be saying that this is a spiritual journey, and this person is being called to listen with their heart about what they're being called to do and what they feel like their path is. So it's almost like, and maybe they feel like their path is, they're being called in one direction or 2 different directions. So they've got 2 different directions they could go to, and they're being called into one direction. But they're being told to listen with their heart, make a heart overhead decision here, that your heart is going to lead you in the right direction. And I feel like it's towards you, towards this connection. It says you are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. So it's very possible that there's something to do with communication here between these 2 people. So between yourself and this person, communication is big. You may be listening to what they're saying, but you're not actually feeling it or understanding it with your heart, or they're not feeling it within a deeper, or seeing the deeper meaning of it. And they may be ignoring this or not able to, because there's this burnout here, but they need to quiet their thoughts. A lot of them are letting their thoughts get the best of them within this connection, and it's sabotaging them. And so they're, and it might actually be other people are sabotaging this as well, females possibly, that are maybe talking in their ear about something, but they really need to just listen to their heart instead of listening to what other people say or interference in the connection. And we have Father. This is beautiful. So the person you're asking about could be a father, or they want to be a father. So they may want to have children with you, or they may think about those types of things, especially if one or the other of you has children, okay? And it says, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Yeah. So this person may want to take on a fatherly role within your situation and be a father to you and your children if you're a female asking, or vice versa. Their father may be really relevant to if you're a man asking about a woman. They may want you to be the father of their children, or to have children with them, or to step into that capacity. They want that. When they love you, they see you that way. They see you as a counterpart. They see you as the father of their children. You may already be the father of their children, of this person's child or children. So just keep that in mind. But this is definitely, or that is something that's super important to them for what you're watching. So this father or figure is very important to the person who loves you. So, or yourself. I mean, that could definitely be it as well, because this can go vice versa, that energy. So I'm feeling like that. If you're a female watching, they want to step into that role and be a good father and a guiding light for you and your child or children. So it's very beautiful energy, and they want children with you. So hey, baby. That's awesome. And it is still kind of it feels like a fresher relationship for some of them. Just dating, this person, it may be kind of casual at this time for some of you. So awesome. That's beautiful. All right. Yay. All right. Pile number 4. Fantastic. All right, guys, I hope you resonated with the reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment. If you want to see a video I haven't done on a topic that you would like to see, just put it in the comments below, and I can certainly do that type of reading for you, and we can get you some more messages. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for the next video. Take care.